as you know, SNAP is a lifeline for families across this country. That's been made crystal clear here today, not just in Democratic districts, but in places all across this country, in some of the deepest red districts. You'd think that House Republicans would be banding together to protect this lifeline for their constituents, to show them that they're fighting to protect these programs and make it easier to put food on their tables. But you'd be wrong. Instead, they are pushing for a massive $230 billion cut to SNAP in order to pay for tax giveaways to billionaires. But because it's massive, it captures just how devastating it will be for families, farmers, and entire industries across this country. It's just not about reducing food assistance for a single mom in Springfield, Illinois, or communities in the Metro East that I represent. The impacts of these cuts will ripple far across the kitchen table. What does it mean when you cut $230 billion from SNAP? It means $230 billion less for grocery stores, manufacturing plants, truck drivers, as Representative Craig mentioned, and most critically in my district, farmers. SNAP doesn't just give away money, it powers part of our economy. A new analysis from the National Grocers Association found that SNAP generated over $4.5 billion in federal, state, and local tax receipts in just 2024. The program supports about 388,000 jobs at grocery stores, warehouses, trucking companies, farms, and more. This contributes over $20 billion in direct wages. The agriculture economy, which powers many of our rural communities, would be severely weakened by these cuts. Grocery stores are going to have less and less money to stay running, and that means that less money in their pockets for their crops. This could result in $30 billion in lost income for farmers. I know many of these farmers, and I've met with them in recent weeks, and I would tell you they are scared. Farmers take pride in feeding their communities and getting their hands dirty and working hard, knowing that the food they are growing gets to children and parents in need. With all of the economic uncertainty facing America right now, do we need to cut farm income by $30 billion? We're dealing with trade wars that threaten to devastate soybean farmers in my district. We've got high input costs, everything from seeds to fuel, and in some cases, it's impossible for farmers to make a decent living. Add to that the low prices that don't even cover the cost of production, and you've got a perfect storm. Cutting SNAP isn't just a hit to the most vulnerable in our society, it's a hit to the heart of our rural communities. It's a blow to grocery stores, as I said, truck drivers, and to everyone who is a part of this food system. And it's going to hurt our farmers who are already operating on razor-thin margins. So let's be clear, these cuts don't just take food away from families, they take away $30 billion in farm income. They put tens of thousands of jobs at risk, and they drag down the very communities that are already fighting to get by. We can't afford to make these cuts. Our families, our farmers, and our economy deserve better.